Soft morning light filters through a bedroom window. An alarm rings. A hand lazily hits the snooze button. The person rolls over, grabs their phone, and opens a food delivery app. Cut to ordering a fancy coffee, $7 latte with almond milk, extra, syrup, and whipped cream. Voiceover, narration. It's just a coffee, right? $7 isn't much. You deserve it after dragging yourself out of bed. Plus, it helps you wake up and feel productive. Sounds harmless, but let's break it down. Visual. Calendar animation showing $7 a day multiplied across 30 days. The number grows. 7, 14, $21, eventually reaching $210 a month. Voiceover, narration. That small daily habit, it adds up to over $200 a month. That's over $2,500 a year just for coffee. Cut to. The same person looks stressed while checking their bank balance. They scroll past bills and expenses, sighing. A text notification pops up. Low balance alert. Voiceover, narration. Meanwhile, you're wondering why you can't save. Money. Why you're always stressed at the end of the month. It's not just about the coffee. It's about unconscious spending. Visual switch to a shot of someone making coffee at home. They add the same ingredients with a smile. Cost breakdown appears. $0 $80 per cup. Voiceover, narration. Now, look, this isn't about cutting out every small joy. But when a daily treat becomes a mindless habit, it quietly eats into your future. Imagine if you made your coffee at home and invested the rest. Visual money jar animation filling up. Invested, $210 month, $2,520 year, 14,000 patos in 5 years with compound. Growth. Voiceover, narration. Small leaks sink big ships. And this tiny, daily choice? It's one of the habits that keep people broke, not because it's wrong, but because it's unnoticed. Ending scene. The person now confidently makes coffee at home, saves money, and checks a growing savings account on their phone with a smile. Voiceover, narration. So next time you say, "It's just 7, think again. Tiny habits can either build your wealth or drain it without you even realizing. A person sits at a desk with a paycheck in their hand. They glance at it, nod, then toss it aside without a second thought. They grab their bag and head out, smiling. Voiceover, narration. You just got paid. Feels good, right? Money in the bank. Bills can wait, you tell yourself. It's time to treat yourself. Maybe new shoes, a dinner out, or that online sale you've been eyeing all week. Cut to montage of spending. Swiping a card at the mall. Online shopping late at night, ordering food. A week goes by in a blur. Voiceover, narration. And just like that, the money starts disappearing. But where did it actually go? You're not really sure, because here's the truth. You never made a budget. Visual phone screen showing a bank app. Balance decreasing rapidly. Bills unpaid. Rent pending. The person stares at the screen, worried. Voiceover, narration. Without a budget, you're flying blind. You don't know what's coming in, what's going out, or what needs to be saved. It feels like you're always catching up, even though you earn enough. Cut to. The same person watching budgeting videos or downloading a finance app but giving up halfway through. Voiceover, narration. Budgeting might sound boring or even stressful, but not budgeting. That's what really keeps you broke. Because every dollar that isn't tracked is a dollar that disappears. Visual switch to someone writing down expenses, categorizing spending, planning their month. They smile as they move money into a savings folder. Voiceover, narration. You don't need to be a financial expert. A simple plan is enough. Know what you earn. Know what you owe. Decide where your money should go before it disappears. Ending scene. Text on screen. Budgeting doesn't restrict your freedom. It gives you control. The person now walks into a store, looks at something, and confidently walks away, knowing their priorities. Voiceover, rock, narration. Tiny habit, ignoring your budget. Big result, staying broke. Change that habit and you start changing your future. A. Person wakes up, grabs their phone, and scrolls through morning notifications. Ping. A message appears. Your subscription has been renewed. $12.99 charged. The person frowns, confused. Voiceover, Tesla narration. Wait. What even was that charge for? Oh, right, that streaming service you haven't used in 3 months. But it's only $12.99, right? What's the big deal? A visual cut to a fast montage of multiple subscriptions. Streaming platforms, cloud storage, music apps, fitness, app, online course, platform. Each with small charges. $5.99, $9.99, $12.49, voiceover to narration. Individually, they look small. But together, these silent money leeches can easily drain $50, $100, or even more from your account every single month, without you noticing. Cut to a person looking at their bank statement, scrolling down endless $9.99 and $14.99 charges. They look frustrated. Voiceover, chiwak, narration. The truth is, most people sign up for free trials and forget to cancel, or they hang on to apps just in case, but rarely use them. It's passive spending, and it's a habit that quietly keeps you broke. Visual split screen. On one side, person ignoring charges, living paycheck to paycheck. On the other side, someone tracking subscriptions, canceling unused ones, saving money. Voiceover to narration. It's not about never subscribing. It's about being intentional. If you don't use it, lose it. That money could go into savings, investments, or paying down debt. Cut to the same person opens a budgeting app, searches subscriptions, and cancels 3 services. Their expression changes from confused to relieved. Voiceover, chiku, narration. One quick review of your subscriptions could save you hundreds every year. That's money you didn't even realize was slipping away. Ending scene. Text on screen. Review, cancel, repeat. The person makes coffee at home, logs into one streaming app they actually use, and checks a growing savings account. Voiceover to narration. Tiny. Habit, ignoring small recurring charges. Big result, broken budgets. Fix the leaks, and watch your money flow back to you. It's Friday afternoon. A person at work looks at the clock, clearly tired but excited. The clock hits 5 p.m. They grab their bag, smile, and text a friend. Let's go out tonight. Voiceover, narration. You made it through the week. You worked hard. You're stressed, tired, and honestly, you feel like you deserve something fun. So the weekend becomes your escape. Cut to clips of the person at a restaurant with friends, laughing, ordering appetizers, drinks, and dessert. Swipe after swipe of their card. Then the next night, same routine, a club, rideshare, another dinner, another swipe. Voiceover, narration. Dinner. Drinks, rides, parties, a little here, a little there. Before you know it, your weekend has cost you over $200, and you don't even remember half the receipts. Visual, their phone buzzes on Monday. Bank balance, $84. Twee. The smile fades. Rent is due in 2 days. Voiceover, narration. Here's the trap. Living for the weekend feels good in the moment, but it keeps you stuck in the same cycle. Work, spend. Repeat. You stay broke not because you don't earn, but because you spend to escape. Cut to. They look at a past credit card statement. All weekend dates. Clubbing. food delivery, impulse purchases. Voiceover, narration. Most of us don't realize it, but we're emotionally spending, using weekends to reward ourselves, to feel in control again. But the truth, that kind of lifestyle takes away your control. Or switch scene. Now, the same person plans a low-cost weekend, picnic with friends, home movie night, workout at the park, budget-friendly cooking. They laugh just the same, but spend much less. Voiceover, narration. You don't have to stop enjoying life, but you do need to make smarter choices. Fun doesn't have to mean financial setback, especially when you start living with intention. Ending scene text on screen. Don't spend the weekend escaping the life you're building. Spend it strengthening it. The person wakes up on Monday feeling refreshed and financially calm. Voiceover, narration. Tiny habit, living for the weekend. Big result, broken savings and delayed dreams. Change the pattern, and your money will finally start working for you. A person is at a discount store holding a pair of cheap shoes. They smile, thinking, only $20? That's a steal. Cut 2. Them wearing the shoes a week later, sole falling apart, stitches undone. Voiceover, narration. Buying cheap feels smart in the moment. You're saving money, right? But there's a difference between saving money and wasting it. Cut 2. They return to the store to buy another pair. Then again, a month later. Money adds up, $20, $20 empty, $20, and $60 in just a few months. Voiceover, check narration. You could have bought one quality pair for $60 that would last all year, but instead, you chose the short-term deal and paid more in the long run. Visual. This repeats with other items. Cheap headphones that break, budget blender that burns out, flimsy furniture that wobbles. Voiceover, narration. It's a trap many people fall into, buying the lowest priced option, thinking it's a win. But when you constantly replace cheap stuff, it ends up costing more than buying quality once. Cut 2. They now research before buying, compare quality, and invest in long-lasting products. Voiceover, narration. Smart spending isn't about choosing the cheapest option. It's about choosing value, the right product at the right price for the long term. Ending scene text on screen. Cheap now often means expensive later. The person smiles as they use durable items that last with no stress. Voiceover, narration. Tiny habit, always going for the cheapest. Big result, wasting more. Start buying smart, not just cheap.